Good morning, everyone. Reese Margan here from Spiral Up Fitness. I hope everybody's having an amazing Tuesday and is having an amazing week so far. I had a thought yesterday about doing this Simple Secrets to Success series. A lot of you know who I am and what I've done and where I've come from. I came from being a drug addict, 3-4 years ago, 4-5 years ago now, a hardcore drug addict, to now running a multiple six-figure business, doing what I love for a living every single day. And I can attribute just a few simple techniques that I use every single day to that success. Without these simple techniques that I use every single day, I would not be where I am today. And man, if I don't share these techniques with everybody, then I'm doing everybody an injustice, because these techniques are so simple and so easy to use and will completely revolutionize your life if you just simply follow them. I don't know why we don't get taught this stuff in school. Well, I do know why, because the system's the system and it's created to produce a result, but we don't get taught this stuff in school, and it needs to be taught. People need to hear about this. So hey Calvin, Felicity, how you doing? This one simple thing that you do every single day will absolutely change your life. It will remove every single problem in your life. Hey Chris, how you doing, brother? If you simply use this technique and none of the other techniques that I'm going to roll out while I'm doing this Simple Secrets to Success series, your life will change indefinitely. Cool. So it's taking 100% responsibility for everything that happens to you. Hey Mika, hey Penny, hey Rebecca, how you doing? So if you play the blame game for things that happen to you, and you blame others, you blame circumstances, you blame the environment, you blame society, you blame taxes, you blame other people for things that happen to you, you give away your power. You give away the power that you have in that situation. So for example, if something happens to you and you blame somebody else without taking the responsibility on yourself, you throw away all chance of you bettering yourself in that situation, because you give the power to something else or somebody else. You will not analyze yourself, and you will not analyze how you created that problem in your life, and you simply will not grow, develop, and get past that. So a technique that I use every single day, no matter what happens to me and no matter whose fault it may seem like it is, I will take 100% responsibility for everything that happens to me. When I do this, it allows me to analyze how I brought something about in my own life, how it was my fault, how it was my responsibility that this thing happened to me. And when I do that, it allows me to analyze every single part of the thing that happened to me, why it happened, how I could stop it happening again, what steps I need to put in place so that this problem that has happened to me never, ever, ever happens again. And can you see how Look, it is hard taking responsibility, even when it may seem like somebody else's fault or something else's fault. But even if it is somebody else's fault, blaming them gets you nowhere. Taking responsibility yourself allows you to analyze the situation. And when you do, you create a path forward. You grow within yourself, because you can see how you can stop it ever happening again. You put a program in place to make sure that the problems that are affecting you never, ever, ever affect you again. It really is that simple, so simple. You have something bad happen to you, rather than blame somebody else, analyze it. How was it my fault? How can I ever stop it happening again? What steps do I need to put in place to make sure that this thing that's happening to me today never ever happens again? I like to use the car crash one. Somebody drove into my bumper a couple of months ago, right? And it wasn't my fault, but I just analyzed how it was my responsibility to make it never happen again. I wasn't driving with my lights on, so I turned my lights on. I was too far in front of where I should have been parked. Yeah, it was still the dude's fault, but I shouldn't have been parked that far forward. Now I always drive with my lights on, and now I'm never parked that far forward. Guess what? If I had have blamed that person, I wouldn't have analyzed that situation, and I wouldn't have put steps in place to make sure that this thing never happens again. But because I took responsibility for the situation, it allowed me to look at it, analyze the whole thing that has happened, and make sure that, okay, I've got the power to stop this happening ever again. it's never going to happen again. And I'm sure right now you're watching me, you're thinking, okay, there's problems in your life right now that you just keep happening over and over and over again, that you probably blame, the government or society or the media or taxes or other people for these problems that are happening to you. That's weak as shit. Don't be blaming other people for what happens to you. You have 100% control and responsibility for everything that happens to you in your life. As soon as you blame someone else, you give your power away. You give the power of that situation away to somebody else, and you stop yourself growing, you stop yourself developing. That's a surefire way to get nowhere in life. That's a surefire way to fucking go nowhere. Blaming other people will get you fucking nowhere. And it really is that simple. Take 100% responsibility for that's weak as fuck, Graham. That's right, dude. Take 100% responsibility for everything, every single thing that happens to you, because it's not what happens to us that determines the outcome of the situation. It's what we do about what happens. Yeah? A negative situation handled negatively will become a negative situation ongoing. A negative situation handled positively can automatically be switched into a positive situation. It's not what happens, it's what we do about what happens. Nothing is good or bad, only thinking makes it so. Take responsibility for the shit that's happening to you in your life and start to put a plan in place to make sure that it never happens again. Look at the things that are happening to you and say, okay, how is this happening to me? Okay, this is how it's happening to me. How is it my responsibility to stop it happening to me? Okay, I could do this, okay, cool. And is it going to happen again? It might do. So how can I stop it happening ever again? Okay, I'll make sure I do this, this, and this, and this. Cool, I've got a plan in place. Oh, goodbye to that problem. That problem never comes into your life again. Boom, get rid of it. Oh, the next problem comes up. Get rid of it. Next problem. Boom, 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 boom. I don't have any problems in my life. There is no problems in my life at all. Simply because I use this technique and quite a few other techniques, there's 7 of them actually, that I will be teaching you in this Secrets to Success series, okay? This one technique will remove every single problem in your life. If you stop playing the blame game, stop, oh, poor me, fucking things are happening to me, oh, I feel so bad, self-pity, oh, all this other stuff. Man, you have control over your own life. You are the only one that has control over how you react to situations and how you handle situations. It's nobody else's fault. It's nothing else's fault on how your life is now. It's only your own fault. And when you realize that and you take control of every situation and you grab it by the horns and you just fucking wrestle it and take it down and get rid of the problem every single time, every single problem will leave your life. Can you see how this is so simple? But because we're so caught up in playing the blame game and pitying ourselves, we don't do this. So, if you're listening to me right now, and you've got problems in your life, go out and apply this technique. Take 100% responsibility for everything that's happening to you, and put a system in place to make sure that these things you don't like, never ever happen again. And if you are listening to me, and you have heard this technique, and then you go out and you don't apply this technique and you fucking complain about the things that are happening to you, man, you are the type of person that I just cannot fucking stand. The person that learns how to change their life but never does anything about it, in my opinion, is the most pathetic person out there. If you want your life to be better, go and change it. Use these techniques. It really is that simple. I can't understand why you would not go and use this technique right now to remove every single problem in your life. If you don't, you're fucking stupid. Straight to the point, but I'm damn serious. And I know you all agree as well. So I hope everybody has an amazing day. Go out and try this technique today. Analyze what problems are happening to you right now and start to take responsibility for them. Every single one of them, even when it may be somebody else's fault. Even when your boss shouts at you and it wasn't your fault at all. Analyze how it could have been your fault and how it's your responsibility to stop that ever happening again. Guess what? If you put a plan in place to make it never happen again, your boss won't shout at you again because you've analyzed the situation. He may shout at you again, but you'll just find a way to stop him doing it next time. Eventually your boss is going to fucking love you because you're analyzing him, you're analyzing the situation, and you're stopping it from ever happening again. So, go out and use this technique. If you don't, no sympathy for you. If you do, Go out and watch your life change. Watch the problems in your life, in your everyday life that are insignificant, that don't need to be there. Watch them disappear. Cool? This is going to be a 7-step series, all right? So Secrets to Success is going to be 7 episodes, and if you follow them all, it'll be on my YouTube channel. Go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's either Reese Margan or Spiral Up Fitness, one of the two, and stay in touch with these, because I'm giving you the fucking secrets that change your life. Not just change your life, but take you from where you are now to massive success. If you follow every single one of these tips, secrets that I give you, your life's going to change for the better. Massively. You're gonna 10 times, 100 times the results that you want to get in your life. So look, everybody have an amazing day. Go out and use that technique today, and get rid of the problems in your life. Simple. Awesome. Reese Margan from Spiral Up Fitness. See you later.